we make jokes about it, but like they're actually here. They're actually crazy enough to be able to actually do it. It's here. It's happened. There's nothing we can do to take it away now. I'm not sure if any of you all like actually saw this yet, but if you haven't, I hope you're sitting down because this is going to blow your mind. No memes, no memes, no cap. This is probably one of the most insane things I've ever seen. And it's like a meme come into real life. Yes, we're going to still be talking about the Daily Wire boys. And this time we're going to be doing like another wellness check on Michael Knowles because I've gotten information that not only is he not okay, but it's like the worst he's ever been. His condition has degenerated to something that we didn't even know was possible. And I can't even begin to prepare you for what you're about to hear. So instead of really explaining it, I'm just going to play it and let you see what happened, and it's crazy, okay? And it is wild. Media Matters caught this clip. This is hot off the presses from his show that he did today in the members only block. And in that members only block, he decided to talk about something that came to his attention recently that he felt like was so scary that he needed to make his entire audience base aware of this absolute Lovecraftian horror that lurks just a couple of Google searches away.
Is Genevieve. Well, today's your lucky day, sweet baby kazoo. My guest is, in fact, Genevieve Gluck, women's rights campaigner, founder of Redux. I'm almost certain that I'm mispronouncing that, even though I've read the name of this publication 1,000 times. This is what's so embarrassing when you read instead of hear these things.
So true.
But it is an unapologetically pro-woman outlet focused on gender identity. And Genevieve can shed some light on this phenomenon that frankly, as I've said on the show, I don't even want to look into because I have been told. And
yeah, it is just pronounced Redux. Redo? ReZero? I love that. My favorite anime girls. Oh no. Never say sweet baby again. That's their thing. They have like a little group that's called like Sweet Baby, and they all call Matt Walsh daddy, and they all pretend to be his baby, and they call it like Sweet Baby or something. That's their thing. Redonks? Oh, you haven't heard about the Sweet Baby thing that they had going? They had like a whole Sweet Baby competition. They're like decals that came with it and everything. They made like a whole anthem. Oh yeah, Sweet Baby Gang. They call it Sweet Baby Gang. It was something they did a little while ago. Apparently it's something that they really enjoyed because they got like 300,000. Like, you're not joking? No.
hundreds of submissions, 5 finalists, 3 judges, 1 winner. This is the Daily Wire search for the official Sweet Baby Gang anthem.
So yeah, I wasn't joking to you. I really hoped at this point in time that you would trust me when I tell you things. Grotesque. Yeah, so if you remember back during Halloween where we looked at that woman who dressed her baby up like Matt Walsh, and then the baby had a sign on them that said Sweet Baby Gang. If you were wondering what that was about, it's like an interior Daily Wire like meme that only like they really know about. And it's called Sweet, and it's their Sweet Baby Gang, where they love sweet babies. Take it down. Take it down. Ben Shapiro declares war on Sweet Baby Gang. Yeah, man. The origin of Sweet Baby Gang. I'm good. Anyways, back to this.
And then I've read on different fora that talk about this phenomenon, that there is a kind of pornography that is apparently a driver of the transgender identity that is so perverse that it constitutes a kind of hypnosis where
So yes, if you're wondering if the memes were real, yes, it is real. Michael Knowles has finally found out about sissy hypno porn, and he thinks that he's surmised, and he is now opining about how he believes that this is one of the main drivers behind the transgenderism expansion that's happening. The barrier of transness that is engulfing all of the tri-state area. It is sissy hypno porn that nobody is talking about, that nobody knows anything about, but is something that we need to touch on, because if this is allowed to continue, then everybody will soon have their gender transed, their sexual homoed. It'll be wild, okay? It'll be truly terrible. Hissy Hypno. So true. Transness is stored in the sissy hypno. It is. The forced feminization hypno porn. It is apparently so strong that even Michael Knowles couldn't bring himself to watch it. I'm sorry. I just think it's so funny that like the conservative, like these days, the conservative talking points are just like them, like you know what's going on within like the conservative movement, and what their like most important things that they think that people should be talking about are. All you need to do is like look at their search history. Okay, it's just like a never-ending battle between them and their search history. Yo, do you think he's gonna be making a segment next about how the blow high IKEA shark has been co-opted and is now seen as a trans symbol? And sometimes transgenders will walk into IKEA and then place small bottles of estrogen inside of the shark for then trans identifying kids to pick up, and they can trans themselves without like parent supervision. This is real, guys. It's happening. I promise it's so real. It's the most real. Breaking: Sweden exporting transgenderism. They made it. They created it. And it needs to stop.
Men will say, I was a normal guy. I lived to be 41, 42, and I was basically normal. But then I fell into this kind of pornography, and it essentially melted my brain.
Bro, I'm sorry, but you don't like, I don't think it works like that. My day be so fine. Then boom, sissy hypno porn. Ruined my life. Turned to be trans. Oh, I fell down the sissy hypno rabbit hole. One look and it was over, bro. Oh, we call it Medusa because once you take a look at this sissy hypno porn, it turns you to stone. You can't come back. No. It happened to me. We have to figure out who keeps posting all this sissy hypno porn. It could be you. It could be me. There's like now trans sleeper agent cells out there who've been injected with sissy hypno porn, who are now going to awaken one day.
Had a nervous breakdown. Now I think that I'm a woman. So rather than have to expose myself to that, I was basically normal, but then I fell into this kind of pornography, and it essentially melted my brain. I had a nervous breakdown. Now I think that I'm a woman.
Me accidentally falling down the feminization, the hypno porn rabbit hole. Yeah, bro, I don't think that happens. I don't think you just fall down the hypno porn rabbit hole. I don't think that works. I mean, listen, I would believe it more if you simply said, I watched the sissy hypno porn because it's like a really good compilation, but I don't really care for the subliminal messages trying to tell me I need to suck dick. I think that's valid. You know, I think that's a valid thing to say, but I think they're too embarrassed to at this point. You know, I think you should just be normal and just, you know, do what like normal straight guys say. And it's you watch gay porn because you're gay. I watch gay porn because they fuck better. We are not the same. So you could just stand by that. Honestly, I think people would believe you, but instead, you know, you decide to be weird about it. So rather than have to expose myself to that, and then, you know, I'll have to go to confession, potentially my brain gets melted, I can just talk to Genevieve about it. Genevieve, thank you for coming on the show. Wait, he has a sissy hypno expert on the show? He brought on a forced feminization hypno porn specialist on to talk about this issue. You don't, Shark? I mean, I don't have one on retainer like this. The hypno professor is here. And I don't know, because here's the wild thing, okay? Because like if they want to make the argument that you can change somebody's opinion from being like, because you can't make somebody like actually like 100% think that they're trans, okay? You can't do it. You can't just convince somebody into being like cis if they're like actually trans, and or being, in my argument goes, you can't make somebody who's like actually cis be trans either, right? So you can't like do like, the conversion therapy doesn't work in both ways. This happened to me. I was in an argument with like some transphobic conservative about this once, and I asked this question about like, why in the world do you think that conversion therapy could make trans people straight or cis, but you don't think that it could be used in the opposite direction to make you trans? Like your brain doesn't work in only one way. If it's possible to wholeheartedly convince somebody to be trans, then you can, sorry, to be cis, then you can 100% wholeheartedly like make somebody believe that they're trans. And they were like, so I mean, like, if Joe Biden really wanted to, and then he put down the forced feminization concentration camps and like and started setting up, you know, Austin Birkenau to start shipping off all of the conservatives into the forced feminization, sissy hypno porn, you know, femboy conversion tank, then you're going to tell me that it's possible for you to become like a little submissive r/femboy holes poster. And honestly, I just don't think that you can. I don't believe that you can. But these people think that they can convince trans people to not be trans, so they genuinely would believe at this point that they can be. They think that they can be made into a like sissy cum slut, I guess, or something. And then believe in, yeah, like femboy supremacy. And so that's unironically where this fear stems from, because they actually genuinely thinks that it'll work. He's not joking. He genuinely, remember at the beginning of this like, you know, segment that he did, he said that he genuinely believes that sissy hypno porn or forced feminization hypno porn is one of the main drivers behind people being trans. So, all right, I guess. He's serious about this. He genuinely thinks that he's found like the culprit behind all of this. All right. Absolute mind melting femboy frauding porn. I know that like conservatives thinking that they're going to be put in concentration camps by like a Democrat is false, because we can't do it here. It's just not possible. I'm not talking about like the Constitution or whatever. What I mean by that is that we don't have enough trains to be able to like, you know, build enough to be able to ship them to Austin Birkenau. So that's why I know it'll never happen. Anyways.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Our train infrastructure.
There's a lot I want to talk about with you. We don't have nearly enough time, so maybe we'll just have to have you back and talk about it at greater length. But can you just give not only the audience, but me, a rundown? What is, among all of the types of pornography that lead to transgenderism, what is this hypnosis pornography?
I'm sorry. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Like, what's my job here? I can only really look at it if I'm going to be honest. I would, because I would like, I don't know, man. I would like riff on this or something. Like, what? How much more? How do I satirize this? How do I do it? How do I satirize this? I don't know how to. He's like, all right, so thank you, ma'am, for coming on. So, you know, I gotta ask you. It's so important. What is this sissy hypno femboy bottom cum slut porn that is pushing transgenderism? Can you tell me about, can you enlighten us all about it? Can you tell us all about it, all the ones you've watched? And just to make sure that, you know, me and the audience can make sure that we stay away from it, can you post those links of the porn itself? I'll be reposting them under this video to make sure that, you know, you can blacklist them so you won't, you know, go there or anything, or you can blacklist the posters, maybe make a report to like the Florida government that just says that this needs to, you know, this is something that they need to keep their eye on, you know, just like, and then can you explain in like, you know, really specific detail about, you know, what really is going on in these videos? Could you mimic that, like, can you mimic that moan really quick? You said that's the well-known transgender hypnotic horny moan that is said to not only play in audible frequencies but inaudible frequencies that that when make contact with the human brain is known to change it a very small amount, the DNA of your brain cells, that'll make you have a higher predilection to being a transgender. Can you please tell me about that? So at what timestamp did she start coming? Can you hypno me real quick? What's the harm in? I just listen. He's like Coyote Peterson. Okay, he's gonna take the bite for you. So in his next video, he's going to watch the sissy hypno porn to document the effects of it and his willingness to suck cock afterwards. It's really important. This is like really important research that needs to be done. Listen, in other forums, okay, they ban this type of debate. It's very important. That's enough, Shark.
Well, you touched on a good point there. There are many types of pornography that are sort of involved with the transgender movement.
So true.
But hypnosis pornography is a little bit different in that it incorporates your lifestyle. So typically when we think of pornography, we think of it as something that is passive, that you're sort of watching. But this type, it asks you to sort of change your behavior, change the way you dress, even to start taking hormones. And sometimes called sissy hypno. So that's short for sissification, hypnosis, pornography. And, you know, I have personally been somewhat mocked for the suggestion that this is having a powerful impact on men. However, trans activists themselves will say things like it influenced them. There's a famous academic who wrote a book in 2019. His name is Andrea Long Chu, and the name of his book is Females. And in that book, he explicitly states that sissy porn and hypnosis made him start identifying as transgender. So what this incorporates is, as you might imagine, in the hypnosis style, things like repeated mantras, counting down, and probably some of the worst, most regressive stereotypes about women that you can possibly imagine. The speaker will say to the listener or viewer, you are a dumb bimbo slut. You want to be a girl. You want to be a bimbo. No. You know, just all of that sort of...
Wait. Can you me on the bus working on my sissy hypno porn dissertation, shaking my head every time the narrator says that I'm only a sex toy for my master, so people don't think that I actually believe it. I'm just no, terrible. Oh no, I'm writing that one down. I can't believe you all would do this. Who would say this? A fucking idiot. You are a bimbo bottom bitch. You want to be a girl. And she's like, oh, we found it. That's it. It's here. Regressive left, dude. Stand up, Michael. No, he can't. Look how enthralled he is. Look how interested this man is. He's like, oh man, he's hanging on every word. We need to talk more about the sissy hypno porn and what it's done to Western society. I don't know. She's actually watched it. She's the expert. Of course she's watched it. She knows what she's talking about. She watched loads of it. She needed to understand. Okay. It's called a research.
Terrible, insulting, degrading terminology and language, which is part of the point. It's part of the thrill. It's that it's taboo, that it's degrading, that's humiliating.
Wow. All the memes about it, dude. Like, it's just like, because we make jokes about it, but like they're actually here. They're actually crazy enough to be able to actually do it. It's here. It's happened. There's nothing we can do to take it away now. I mean, it's possible that like soon this will be, I mean, I'm so glad Tucker's offline. Holy crap. Can you imagine if Tucker was still online? Still had his show? He'd be talking about this tonight. He'd be going on about this tonight about the sissy hypno porn and what it's done. and what in the consequences that it has wrought upon the world. This has been a gift to us all, right? Right? Like, how is this even? I feel like I'm greedy. I'm eating too good. I really wanted to watch more of the segment, but there's no more of the segment that's been posted. Unfortunately, like anywhere that I could see, I really wanted to find more of it, but I simply can't. Right? Like the prophecy came true. What the hell is going on? You are becoming very sissy. Straight men turning homo after gay hypnosis. Oh, it's real. I can't believe it. It's I don't know, man. I'm shaking right now. I'm quaking in my goddamn boots about the idea that this is just I was staring at it like before I went live. I was just staring at it the entire time because I just could not believe my eyes that it was real. I mean, if like we're here. We're here. You think this is what they're going to run on in 2024? This is the thing they're going to run on in 2024 about how they need to stop the onslaught of transgenderism destroying America by outright banning sissy hypno porn. Dude, if they're anti-hypno, they'll be walloped. We've reached true insanity. I don't know if we can go any further than this. I don't know if it's possible to go any further than this. Like, what more could we ask for? Right? What more could we ask for? It's everything I've ever wanted. It's so funny. It's hilarious. Like all the prophecies that we've been making about, like, you know, oh, I bet they'll believe this. Oh, I bet they'll believe that. And they'll just like, you know what? You're right. I do believe that. I love believing it. It's great. So I don't know. I guess next time there's a big conservative meeting, can somebody take hold of the audio system and then start playing sissy hypno porn through it? You'll probably like make all of them trans and gay at that moment in time, and then it'll just completely destroy the heads of the you'll release it like it's a neurotoxin, you know, and then you'll completely trans and gayify the the biggest names and voices in the conservative movement. They'll actually never be able to recover from it. They're claiming Mac from It's Always Sunny is trans because he got fat. What? The show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the character Matt has a huge belly out of nowhere in season 7. The gang called him Fat Mac that season. He has a flat stomach prior and after season 7. Mac was clearly pregnant, and getting fat that season was the cover for it. How do we free ourselves from these people? I'm kind of out of options for changing their mind. How do we free ourselves from them? Because we have to escape. We got to get out of here, man. It's just from, I don't know how much more I can take of this, you know, from the pussy phrenology lady to the pussy suction guy, and now the being fat means you're trans and pregnant guy. I genuinely don't know how much more I can take of this.
So what I'm saying is government sanctioned weaponized femboys. Yeah.
Government sanctioned weaponized femboys. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.